Portland city workers are starting to work on next year's budget, which begins on July 1st. Yes, it really does take that long to get that budget. Top of mind for many, changing Portland's form of government. It's going to be an expensive change. Right now, estimates from the city budget office show it's going to cost about $13 million more per year to run the new government compared to what we have now. The new total will be around $24 million a year. I talked with the city's chief administrative officer, Michael Jordan. He's the guy in charge of the transition. He says he was not surprised by that estimate because we're separating Portland's legislative and executive branches of government for the very first time.
And they need to operate in different modes in the future. And if anybody thought you could pull these things apart and have a 12-member council that was going to operate as a legislative branch with the support that they would need to do that job, and you're going to create an executive branch that has a single point of authority, and again with 26 offices and bureaus, there's no way one person could keep their eye on all of that. The span of control is too big.
The legislative branch, the city councilors are each going to have their own staff, and the executive branch, that's the city manager, will have deputy city administrators to help manage all the bureaus. But the higher cost estimate did catch the current city commissioners off guard, and some of them have said they want to try and keep costs down as they go through this budget process. This week, they met for a budget work session to talk about their priorities for Portland's money. There are a lot of things competing for that money: economic recovery plans for the city, efforts to reduce crime, and plans to address homelessness. When it comes to that last one, homelessness, they say it's a high priority because it's a high priority for people who live in Portland.
The impact of homelessness on the street, both the humanitarian impact as well as the livability and safety impact, is all I hear about all day long, every day, anywhere I go.
I believe that. But most of the commissioners spent a lot of the session complaining that they're not getting enough help from the county. Commissioner Dan Ryan said the city's been picking up the county's slack when it comes to trying to help people in the streets get into housing.
The county wasn't responding, there was a void. So when I was a dotted line to the county and well, you weren't here yet, but we got a 5-0 vote to do something. So we started building villages and we started serving the people that the county wasn't serving. Because when they were putting some of the people into apartments, that wasn't working. They would destroy the apartments and be back out on the streets. They would go into the apartments and make women in particular not feel safe in those single occupancy units. So we have the audacity to be truthful about this crisis and invest in it because it's killing us. It's killing our livability. It's our economic drivers. Everything is on this problem, which is why the mayor started with that. So this is one that's complex to me, and I hope that we can get out of it. I hope that the collaboration with the county continues to improve. We don't need more studies from the county on some of these issues. That always puzzles me when they need to do another study when it's pretty obvious to everyone.
We hear that from you, the viewers, a lot as well. Mayor Wheeler agreed with him and said that the city cannot afford to keep filling the gap.
Most of what we do with Safe Rest, with the task sites, even the Street Services Coordination Center and the good work that we've been doing there, the outreach teams that we've developed throughout the Central City Core to try to connect people to services, they are all funded with one-time only funds that will not exist in the upcoming budget. Meanwhile, and I'm not casting aspersion on anybody, I'm just stating a fact, the county has so much money to address homelessness, they can't spend it. They're giving it back. They're defaulting on their ability to spend it. And we're sitting here like the little kid in the front row going, ooh, 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 pick me, pick me.
The city's budget forecast comes out in December, but the budget office director, Tim Grew, says he's not optimistic that the city's going to be flush with cash this time. Commissioners will need to make some choices about what they will and won't choose to fund next year. We'll keep following it and let you know what happens.